Let me say something that's going to sting a little. Every time you post something and immediately check how many people liked it, every time you finish a sentence and look at someone's face if they approved, every time you shrink yourself in a room because nobody clapped yet, congratulations. You just handed someone else the remote control of your self worth. And the scary part, you don't even realize you are doing it. Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to this space where we say things out loud that most people only think in their heads. I'm Swati, and today we are getting into something that I think is one of the most quietly damaging habits of our generation. It's about seeking validation. Not the obvious kind, not the please tell me I'm pretty kind, the subtle kind. The kind that's dressed up as just wanting feedback, just being humble, just checking in. We need to talk about why truly confident people don't do this and what they do instead. So let's get started. Section 1. What validation seeking actually is. So here's the thing, nobody walks around saying, I need validation. They say things like, does this look okay? Am I being too much? Do you think I made the right decision? I just want to know what you think. And look, asking for opinions isn't the problem. That's healthy, that's smart. The problem is when you can't move without it, when you can't post without approval, when you can't make a decision until someone else co-signs it, when your confidence has an on-off switch and other people are holding it. That's not humility. That's dependency. And it's costing you more than you know. Because here is what happens when you live on borrowed confidence. The moment that person takes it back and goes quiet or disapproved, you collapse because the foundation was never yours to begin with. Section 2. Why confident people don't do this. So now I want you to think about someone in your life or someone who you admire from a distance, who has that energy. You know the one. They walk into a room and they are not scanning it. They make a decision and they don't follow it with, but I don't know. What do you think? They just post, they create, they lead, and they are not sitting there refreshing for reaction. Then what's their secret? It's not that they don't care what people think. That's a myth. Confident people are human. They notice, they feel things. The difference is their sense of self doesn't live inside someone else's opinions. They have done the work of deciding who they are. So when someone disagrees, it doesn't delete them. It's just information. Maybe useful, maybe not. But it doesn't shake the foundations. See, validation seekers build their identity on feedback, and confident people build their identity on values. Values? Values don't change depending on who is in the room. Section 3. The hidden cost of needing approval. And for this, I want you to really sit with this part. So every time you need someone to tell you you are enough, you are quietly telling yourself you are not. I'm going to repeat this again, so listen carefully. Every time you need someone to tell you you are enough, you are quietly telling yourself that you are not. Because the ask itself carries the belief. Am I doing okay? This questions already assumes maybe you are not. Was that too much? These questions also already assumes maybe you are too much. And the people around you, they feel it. Not always consciously, but they just feel it. And over time, it changes the dynamic. Because when you are constantly outsourcing your confidence, people start to feel like your emotional support system instead of your equal. And that is not exhausting for them and isolating for you. There is also something deeper happening. Every time you get the validation and feel better, You are training your brain itself to need it more next time. It's a loop, and the loop gets tighter until one day you realize you can't start anything or finish anything or show up anywhere without checking someone else's temperature first. And love, that's not living. That's waiting for permission to leave. Section 4. So what confident people do instead? So what does it actually looks like to stop seeking validation and start building real confidence? First, they have an internal scorecard. Confident people measure themselves against their own standard, not the group chat, not the comment sections, not what their parents expected. They ask, did I show up as who I said I was? That's the only questions that matters. Second, they are okay with being misunderstood. This is used. Validation seekers need everyone to get them. Confident people have accepted that not everyone will, and that's fine. They are not auditioning for approval, they are just living. Third, they sit with discomfort instead of outsourcing it. When something feels uncertain, when they make a bold move and the room goes quiet, they don't immediately run to someone's for reassurance. They stay in the discomfort. They let it pass. They trust themselves to survive the unknown. And that trust, that's what confidence actually is. Not the absence of doubt, not never needing anyone. Just the deep, quiet knowing I will be okay regardless of what this person says next. We have come to the end of the video. So here is what I want you to live with today. You don't need the likes. You don't need to reply. You don't need someone to say, yes, you are allowed. You were never waiting for permission. You just forgot that. The most confident version of you isn't louder, isn't harder, isn't unmothered in a fake way. She is just rooted in herself, in her values, in the quiet knowing that she gets to decide what she is worth. And no opinions gets to override that. So stop refreshing. Stop second guessing. Stop making other people the authority of your life. You are the authority. If this is different, say it with the person in your life who keeps asking for permission. They don't need to. They need to hear this. I'll see you in the next one. I'm always rooting for you. Always. Till then, bye bye. Take care. I love you all.